Okay, guys, I climbed the ladder. I think I climbed the ladder. I'm not sure. Um, I don't know. You be the judge. You tell me in the comments below if I climbed the ladder or if I should continue the experiment. But I'll tell you what happened. So, Neville Goddard has an experiment about climbing this ladder. He does it at his seminars. And what he told people is that every night as you fall asleep, I want you to climb climb a ladder in your imagination. You know, make sure it's real, make sure you feel yourself going up on every rung and climbing this ladder. And you do that as you fall asleep. And you do that every day for 3 days. And when you wake up, you start affirming that I will not climb the ladder. So you put it somewhere where you see it, like you put it on your screensaver on your phone, or you write it on a note in your wallet, or you put it on your bathroom mirror, and you keep affirming all day, I will not climb the ladder. And then as you go to sleep the next day, that same day, you see yourself climbing the ladder again. And the whole point of this is that, and you're supposed to do it for 3 days. So the whole point of this is that he's trying to show you that whatever's in your subconscious will trump whatever you say or affirm throughout the day. And so Neville Goddard is famous for telling people to visualize as they fall asleep, because as you're falling asleep, you're going into alpha state. When you go into alpha state, it's like the bouncer in front of the club of your mind, of your subconscious. So as you go into alpha state, you're becoming relaxed, and your subconscious is ready for suggestion. It's ready to be reprogrammed. So other people will help you to do this or tell you to do this through their meditations or through a guided meditation. Whereas a lot of times in the beginning of the meditation, there's a relaxation period. You either start relaxing each part of your body, your muscles, or you're breathing, or you're seeing yourself filled with light or something before they get to the visualization part. And that's to relax your mind, to get you in an alpha state so that you can start to, so the imagery that you see can start to penetrate and reprogram your subconscious. Because if you don't do this relaxation before, if you don't go into alpha state before, that's when you get the battles in your mind. So you're like, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy. And your mind is like, no, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not. But when you are relaxed, when you're in an alpha state, when you're falling asleep or you just totally relaxed and you say, I'm wealthy, then you can feel that. And you feel the energy of that. And you're like, yeah, I am wealthy. And there's no fight back to it. If there's something in your subconscious, if there's a belief in your subconscious that would oppose it, there's nothing to, or in your mind that would oppose it, there's nothing to, to fight it back. So his whole goal is to show you that when you start doing this, climbing the ladder before you go to sleep, you are programming your subconscious. And whatever you say in the middle of the day, without being in alpha state first, just affirmations are not as powerful as what you do at nighttime. So eventually you will climb a ladder in real life, and even though you've been saying that I will not climb a ladder. So what he says is to do this for 3 days, and 3 nights, and then see what happens. See if you climb the ladder eventually. And if you don't climb the ladder in that week or whatever, then you can do the experiment again for another 3 days. And if you don't, then you can just keep doing it every day and every night until you finally climb a ladder. So I decided to do this. I know manifestation works, visualization works, but I don't know, it just seemed like it would be fun thing to do. I like magic. I like feeling like my life is magical. I like manifesting because it's not like 1 + 1 is 2. It's manifesting is different. When you just imagine something and then you go about your life, and then all of a sudden that thing pops up into your life or something, how you're like, oh my God, this is what I've been visualizing. I feel the magic of life. I feel the power and the wonder of life. Like, man, this is amazing. Like, the only thing I did was to see this in my mind over and over and over. And then all of a sudden, I'm inspired to do something that makes it happen, or it just happens without me even having to do anything, or it just comes to me. And I love that feeling. So I did the ladder exercise. I did it for the first 3 days, and nothing happened that week. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to try again. And then for another 3 days the next week, and nothing really happened. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to keep doing it till it happens. I want this to happen. And so I never started again. The next week came. This is the third week now, third or fourth week, and there was this video game I wanted to buy. I have a PlayStation. I barely play it. My kids mostly play on the video game system, but I barely play. But this Call of Duty game came out, and I really I wanted it. I wanted to play it, and I resisted it for a while. I didn't want to spend the money on it because I was like, I don't even play any of the other things I have. So, but I finally gave and I got the game, and I started playing it on a Saturday, and I really enjoyed it. I was playing it for a couple hours. I haven't played a game in so long for a while. And as I'm playing the game, there's a section in the game that they're looking at you, and we have to go into this apartment building, you know, and they look at me and they said, you have to get the ladder. And then I look up at the window and I press X or something like that, and the ladder appears, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna climb the ladder. And this is the thing in the Neville Goddard, when I watch other people that have done the same thing, is that everybody that talked about climbing the ladder, when they did climb the ladder, they started climbing the ladder already, and then they realized, oh my God, I'm climbing the ladder. You know, I'm not supposed to climb the ladder. And that's the whole point, showing you that the subconscious trumped their affirmations. So before they even knew it, they were climbing the ladder. So they realized while they're already on the ladder climbing it. Now, it was different with me. I realized as soon as I took out the ladder, I was like, oh my God, there goes the ladder. I didn't start climbing it in the video game yet. But at the same time, I couldn't move on in the game without climbing the ladder. So I was conscious that I shouldn't be climbing the ladder, but I had to climb the ladder. So I climbed the ladder. If I didn't, I couldn't move on in the game. And so I was like, this is interesting. This happened in a way that's different than anybody that I've ever heard did this experiment. Usually they start climbing a physical ladder, and then they realize that they're climbing the ladder. I'm climbing a virtual ladder, and I knew before I even climbed it that I shouldn't be climbing it, but I had to. So I keep going back and forth in my head. Did I really climb the ladder? You know, it happened in a way that was way different than anything I've ever heard from anybody else even making these videos, climbing the ladder. But I think I climbed the ladder. I think it was legit. But I want you guys to tell me if it was legit, or if I should continue to doing the, as I go to sleep, see myself climb the ladder and affirming that I will not throughout the day until I physically climb a ladder. Or do you think this was legit and I actually did climb the ladder, and this was good enough, and this was a show of that it works? It was pretty cool when it happened, I'm gonna tell you. It felt pretty magical. I was like, wow, this was a sneaky way for the universe to do this. You know, this was a way that I saw myself about to climb the ladder, and I knew that I shouldn't be climbing the ladder, but I had to anyway. So it's almost like I manifested a way that I had to climb the ladder regardless of what I went. I turned the game off, and I was having too much fun to do that. So and also, if you guys want to do the same experiment, a lot of you have done my $2 manifestation experiment, and I love getting the comments and seeing that people have done it, and how easy it was, and seeing same thing as my $2 experiment, as Neville Goddards ladder climbing experiment. The whole purpose is to tell people, if you did this and you climbed the ladder, you can just as easily make $1 million, or have that trip to Paris, or get that dream car, or get your dream husband or girlfriend, or whatever it is you want. You just fill in the blank, you know, just replace the ladder with whatever it is you want. And obviously, whatever you're replacing it, you don't have to go during the day and say, I will not get my dream girl. You know, you don't do that. But that was just to really prove his point of how powerful it is to do something through your subconscious. So, so just like the $2 experiment, if you can manifest $2, if $2 can just come to you out of nowhere like it did for me, you know, just it actually came to me, and I haven't gotten $2 before, prior to that, like years before. And all the comments below, I'll put a link to the $2 manifestation video if you haven't seen it. All the comments below of people that did it, they, you know, as soon as they watched the video, I said, if you're gonna do this, just write down, I'm starting today, to track, so that they know when they started. And everybody, a lot of people have come back and said, oh my God, I got my $2 bill. One girl got it when she was she got a tip for a $2 bill. She's like, I never get a tip for a $2 bill. And I can't remember all the other stories, but a lot of people, they totally forgot about it, and they got it, and they got to see exactly when they started visualizing them receiving a $2 bill, and when they actually got it, when they come back and comment below. So you can do the same thing with this ladder exercise. If you want to do Neville Goddards ladder exercise, I told you how to do it. So just right below, I'm starting today, and then go to sleep tonight, seeing yourself climb the ladder, be as feel the rungs, feel your legs lifting up, just like really feel like it's happening now as you're falling asleep, like you're really climbing a ladder. And do that every night for 3 nights. Then in the daytime, when you wake up, just make sure you start affirming, I will not climb the ladder. I will not climb the ladder. Throughout the day, as you, whatever you remember, you could write down a piece of paper, you could put in the screensaver on your phone, whatever you want, and just do that for 3 days. And then see what happens. Give it a week after that, just let it go. Don't even think about it. And if you realize, oh, it's been a while I haven't climbed the ladder, you can start the experiment again and do the same things like I did and stuff like that. But write down that, if you're gonna do it, just write down, I started today. And then when you finally climb the ladder, come back and comment and tell me, how did you climb the ladder, you know? And so you can see when you started, when it ended, and when you do climb the ladder, that you know that you can replace it, that ladder, with anything you want, whether it's money, whether it's love, whether it's a trip, whether it's a job, whatever it is, you can replace it just like it is with the $2 bill. So I'm excited to see what you guys think, if I really did climb the ladder or not, and if I should continue or if that was good enough. And I'm excited to see the people that start to do this experiment and see their results.